Whoa.
It's been a while.
It's you know, in the first time in forever. We're back. Oh, dude.
Wow,
so good
man,
to
it
be
feels
back.
so good to be back, man. I feel like it's been forever.
I mean, not for nothing. What was there to talk about?
Not much. I mean, but there was some news. So of course,
Mhm.
I guess it's time to. I mean, besides the fact that we missed the draft and stuff like that, whatever. No
I hear
news.
you. I hear you, Liam. I hear you, but everybody deserves a vacation, and I think we did the right thing. We took off, and so did like 20 or 40 subscribers as well. They all left. It's okay. They'll come back. It's no problem. But like, if you think about it, what was there to talk about? I mean, the draft. Yes, we got another offensive lineman. Hooray for that. That's awesome. What else? Something in the news? Cloud seeding, Elon versus Trump, alligator Alcatraz. Like, how do you tie that into the Jets world? How do you do that for every week? Well, I can't do it. Can't do it.
I know. Yeah, I'm not just gonna sit here and just force out these like nobody cares about like what Justin Fields had for dinner,
Right.
I know
Except
that
mom.
yes, of course. I know like the fans missed our beautiful faces. That one. That's the beautiful face. Just want to say what's up to the chat. We got Johnny Boy, Afram, Armand. The gang is all here. I guess this is half like a backhand compliment. I look older apparently. This move, I did move. It's aged me years, got a lot going on, but we pull through, man, So we got Vinny in the chat. Welcome back, gentlemen. Yeah, we're happy to be back,
Mhm.
So with that being said, we actually got some real news this week.
Yes.
We finally took care of our own. Some people, and see, here's the thing that's like really pissing me off. How many first round picks have the Jets whiffed on? You could probably name 10 just off the top of your head. D. Milner, Mekhi Becton, Quentin Cole. So it's like the list goes on and on and on. So, a couple of years ago, Bam Bam Bigelow went out and he had an all-star draft. He killed it. At the time, we were all pumping our fists. New York Jets get some. We got some real anchors on this team. We got some real leaders. And now
Veron Golston, he was Trinidadian.
Yeah, that's a guy. That's certainly one of the names.
Veron.
Yeah. But so like we got some like studs, Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson. Now we overpaid for them. Oh my God, how could you give him all this money? It's too much money. He's not a top 10 wide receiver. Sauce Gardner sucks. He can't tackle. We didn't give them anything special. We gave them the market. We didn't give Garrett Wilson Jamar Chase money.
Mm-hmm.
And if Garrett Wilson went out and requested a trade like he was going, and I believe he was going to, if Aaron Rodgers was coming back, Garrett Wilson was not.
Mm-hmm. I think if some fans, yes, but I feel if some Jet fans are that passionate about big time player contracts and would move that passion towards their own bank account, they would be rich people. It's like, I don't understand. Like, guys, contracts have been overinflated for the past 35 plus years. This is it. You got to come to grips that you want your team to win a Super Bowl. Garrett Wilson, the last time the Jets had a bona fide wide receiver, one of our own, you got to go back. Keyshawn Johnson, Wayne Corbett. That's our boy. That's us. Cornerback, one of our own, Darrell Rivas. That's it. We got Ahmad Sauce Gardner. Well, now it's Sauce. Forget Ahmad. That's it. Those days are done. We have players here. The culture is changing. This regime, they started off on the right foot. And I get it. I could be eating crow at the end of the season, whatever the case is. But I like the fact that we're taking care of our guys. Our guys. We're going into training camp. Absolutely no drama. No drama. Head down, bucket, ready to work. Let's do it. And I like what Aaron Glenn is doing. Everybody was 100% that showed up at the OTAs. That speaks volumes, fellas. Huge. None of this Aaron Rodgers nonsense. That's it. That's gone. We got to take him out of the intro. We get it. We're trying. We're trying.
We're working on it. We were on vacation.
All right. But with that being said, training camp starts at the end. What's that? Uh-oh. Are we having technical difficulties?
I don't think so.
Probably.
I don't think we are.
We having technical difficulties. But, oh, yeah. I didn't hook up the hard wire because I was so enthralled with the Jets and XRP. For those that don't know, it's at $2.50 right now. This is not financial advice, but if I were you, I'd buy some. But with that being said, I'm excited for this Jets season, extremely. And I think we're on the up and up, man.
Yeah, I think so, man. So
I haven't been laid in a long time. Oh, delayed. Oh,
delayed.
Sorry. Even the chat was. You know what? I'm going to get the hard wire here. Without further ado, let's bring this dude on. He has all the statistics. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm back, boys. We're back. Like in the words of Ghostbusters 2, we're back.
Yes, we are, man. And the Jets Afterburners wouldn't be back if we didn't have our technical difficulties, you know. So Dan has left us.
Their number one, their first round pick, Armand. That's right. The second Armand in Jets Nation.
The first Armand in Jet Nation.
Okay, the first one.
Right.
Listen, I'm being polite to Armand Membu because he's actually going to play on the field, unlike me.
You could if you wanted to, though. You definitely could. You know. So Armand, what's new, man? How you been? What are your thoughts so far? I mean,
working on it.
Working on it. We are working on it. Is that how you been? You just been working on it?
Just enjoying the summer, just like you guys on vacation, going to Met games, enjoying the baseball season. You know, for once in a long time, have we not had to have any serious Jets drama or news within this timeline?
I hear you, man. It's been all positive. And it's not, oh my God, Aaron Rodgers is going to Egypt and Hassan Reddick is holding out.
Hassan.
It speaks volumes, like Dan was saying, that everybody was at OTAs. Everybody bought in because Garrett Wilson easily could have asked for a trade. But you know what? Aaron Glenn, the first-time head coach, has everybody bought in. He sold Garrett Wilson the vision because there's no doubt Garrett Wilson wanted out, and rightfully so. I mean, he's had, you know, from Zach Wilson to Joe Flacco to Chris Strevler to Tim Boyle to Mike White. The list goes on and on and on and on.
The Joe Biden administration.
Yes, he had the Biden administration.
What else can you put this poor guy through?
Tim Boyle. You know? So he's been through hell and back with this team. And then everything that could have went wrong last year went wrong. And I think that is what a lot of I think that's what happened to Sauce. You know, he was just a product of anything that could have went wrong. We fired the head coach somehow too early and too late at the same time. You know,
yes.
we kept him too late, but then we fired him too early. But it was also still too late at the same time, which is LOL Jets.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to sit here and just keep talking about the past, but like,
And
so far there's a
I
few-
give Glenn and Muji credit because we've seen this in the whole, like, we've seen this throughout the entire NFL. New regimes come in, they really don't want to keep guys that
Right.
they did not bring in, whether they free agency or through the draft. They would look at a guy like Sauce and a guy like Garrett and say, "Hey, we
Right.
can build our roster our way faster, quicker
Mhm.
by trading away these guys." But they said, no. We want these guys to be a part of our foundation, a part of
Right.
our vision. And I give them credit.
and not only that, if we would have gotten rid of Sauce and Garrett, who do we replace them with?
Mm.
I mean, especially Garrett Wilson. Like, what do we have? Alan Lazard and Josh Reynolds, and
Ugh.
hopefully Malachi Corley becomes something. You know, so we don't have to go out there and we don't have to go sign a big free agent or give up all this capital and trade. We're retaining our own, our locker room leaders now. And that's what it is. Quincy and Quinnen, Sauce and Garrett,
The brothers.
the brothers, all brothers, you know?
The brothers.
And then and not only that, Justin Fields, Garrett
I'm getting
Wilson.
canceled again.
Yes, we are. You know, we only been back 10 minutes and we're canceled.
There he is.
There
There
he
he
is.
is. I got him laughing. As long as I get this guy laughing. I know I'm
always
doing good.
laughing with you.
We got Johnny Boy in the house. And you
What's
know
up?
what?
Fellas.
I gotta say sorry to this guy, Luca. Listen, Luca, I'm sorry, man. I couldn't make it on the show, dude.
No worries, guys. No worries.
The gang is all here.
We're
Yes.
we're back. We're back.
Long
Good
time no
debate.
see, Luca.
We're happy to have
Yes,
you.
long time no see, Armin.
It was great.
Whoa,
Johnny
look at
Boy's
this
on
guy.
vacation.
This guy's enjoying. Is A-Rod over there too? Whoa, was that a horse?
No, that's you don't want to know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw something.
I think
Camel.
that's AI.
Yeah, right. No, Johnny's AI. The
Yes.
thing behind him was real. I don't know what that was.
Johnny, how you doing, man?
Great, man. Just chilling. Good to see both of you guys back and see the whole gang up here and whatnot. It's it's a great time right now, I think, for us Jet fans and seeing what the regime is doing and moving in silence, no bringing any kind of like unnecessary drama into. I think the biggest issue is the whole Mason Taylor stuff, and even that it sounds like it's about to get resolved. And I just it feels it's cool to finally have adults in the organization, and it's not, oh, let's get this Hall of Faming guy that
Right.
is going to get us to where we need to, or getting all these players that used to be the guys and it just didn't work out, so it I could say the Jets don't feel like what the Mets used to be, because I mean that's what the Mets used to do.
Or the Browns. We could use the Browns because the LOL Browns.
True. It's
So I've been
Don't get
hiding
Armand
under a
to step-
rock.
Don't talk about his Mets like that.
But I've been hiding under a rock
Johnny
for a
Boy,
while.
the Mets.
What-
No,
what-
he's right because the Mets were
wait,
like that too.
But what's going on with this Taylor guy? Again, sorry, I'm coming back from space, and this is all new to me. I don't even know who we drafted offensive lineman.
It's
again?
not him. It's not him. It's this whole
The whole
second
round. yeah.
round pick. It's all of them. They want guaranteed money based on
Oh.
past
So
history.
the Cleveland Browns and the
They
Houston
want
Texans.
to basically save their asses just in case they get hurt. It's just guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Do you know who it is, Dan? It's
Okay.
Mason Taylor, the son of Jason Taylor.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So
It makes
Dan,
sense.
And then
the
Jason.
Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans gave their second round picks fully guaranteed contracts. So of course, since they did that, I think the rookies were getting it from their agents, like trying to hold them out and trying to get them fully guaranteed contracts. But as of today, the Lions have signed their second round pick, and Jack Beach, the wide receiver from TCU, who was a second round pick, he's signed. because we're getting closer to camp, you're going to start to see over the next few days, even over the weekend, the second round picks are going to start to sign. I would
You
not
said
be
the Browns. You said the Browns, right?
Yes.
What was it? The Browns first or the Texans first? Who was that? I'm gonna go on a limb and say the Browns because these guys are complete jackasses. They did it with Watson, the whole market nonsense. Now they're doing it with second round picks. Watch them do the entire draft class.
You can't blame just them because this whole thing started years ago with Sahid Khan there giving Christian Kirk $18 million a year.
Yes.
Okay. They jacked up the market and everything just followed in suit. So
what a dummy.
This is what they do. They overdo it to the point where now you just change everything and you're paying way more than you should be paying. We all know you're going to always pay a little extra in free agency because it is free agency,
right?
But to the extent that they went up, basically that I'm going to give this guy so much money, you're not even going to be bothered to counter it type of attitude. You know?
Do we have money? Like I don't know where we're at right now.
We're about 30 million.
Money?
Yeah, we got money, bro.
So we got money. We got money.
On
Pay
over
the
the
guy.
cap, we have 31 million.
They got crypto. You're
They
good.
got
Good.
Bitcoin, yeah.
Good. With the Bills passing.
Per
I
over the
accept you
cap,
guys.
31
Not financial
million.
advice.
Yeah.
Hey
But
guys,
keep in mind, these contracts don't kick in until 2 years from now or 1 year from now.
can I ask you guys something in regards to this the second round stuff?
Sure.
It's a topic that I'm kind of torn about, right? Because I feel like it benefits a lot of these kids that I feel like are essentially used, right? And you get to schools that are making millions and millions. I mean, Luka,
Millions.
he went to Athens and he saw that stadium and he sees how insanely state of the art is, right? Do you blame a lot of this to the NIL and to the transfer portal? Like, what are your guys' thoughts on regards to that?
I have no problem giving them the money fully guaranteed because their television money is fully guaranteed as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. They're protecting themselves. It's second round money, so it's not going to kill you. All right. You'll probably get the same thing for third rounders next year, right? But hey, they play the most vicious sport out of all. And any given day, their career can end. So I don't blame them. It's not going to kill the ownership to give them guaranteed money. It's a fixed salary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what's the problem? You're paying him anyway, whether if it's broken down. What are you saving on the fourth year, right? If he's good, you're going to end up paying him a lot more than that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that these guys in the second round do not have fifth year options, as Afram was about to say.
Yeah.
These guys don't have fifth year options, so at least guarantee something for them.
Exactly.
If that's the market, you know what I mean? Like there's no sense of fighting it. Pay the guy, no distractions. Obviously, he's not going to be paid the highest as as the next time. Go for it. Do it. Get your money right. Do you think?
I think they get paid based on where they got picked. The salary is based on where they got picked.
Yeah.
It's done.
And I mean, if you believe in the guy, right? Because everybody was high on Mason Taylor coming out, and everybody got pretty hyped up in regards to where we picked him up. Pay the kid, give him something guaranteed, and let him not have to worry about that, and it be strictly about football. I mean, you saw what Garrett said. You saw what Saul said after they got paid. Knowing the fact that they don't have to worry about that, or they could just focus completely on football, right? I mean, that just speaks volumes to what the organization is doing. I mean, now, it's not just us, right, that's having the issues in regards to the second round pick. It's everywhere. But I mean, hey,
It was 32 teams. was
Yeah.
30 teams that were didn't sign their second round pick until Lions.
Did you just give us money, Vinny?
What do you consider embarrassed? And who's the Jets have to embarrass Mr. Rogers?
And
Week
who's
one?
getting $2?
Yeah,
Thanks.
I'm gonna need
I
it
guess.
if I get a razor. You know, it's like I'm gonna need it.
I'm gonna look at that as overtime, so I don't get taxed.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, exactly. This is overtime.
A charitable contribution.
Yes,
So-
'cause I
so-
normally
so-
work in the day.
In all seriousness, you know, Vinny, thank you very much for that. Yeah, I guess we do get super chats now. We're never gonna be one of those teams that begs for money or like we're just not doing that. But if
Yeah,
it
as
comes
long as
to-
crypto's
thank
doing
you.
good, I'm never gonna beg.
That's it. We're not coming onto YouTube to panhandle for money, but
Right.
I appreciate it. If it finds our way to us, but I'm never gonna be like one of those channels that, oh my god, if you subscribe, give me $2, you could win a ticket to a Jet game. Not doing that.
Right. Listen, I got a crazy mock trade courtesy of Jay Jets. Would you guys be okay with this? Me personally, knowing that Brees Hall is entering his last year, I wouldn't mind this at all. Having Terry McLaurin, Austin Eckler, I don't care about draft picks anymore. I mean, it is what it is. Again, what? Why? Why, Johnny? I want to understand. What is the infatuation with Brees Hall? Like, oh, I can't.
It's
I
it's
could
not
I could get the same outcome with Austin Eckler.
it's
Can
it's
I?
not about Brees Hall to me, right? It's more we just paid Garrett Wilson to be wide receiver one. Terry's gonna ask for a lot of money, and he's going to be going towards that wide receiver one. Replace that with a kid from San Fran, Jennings, that wants out of there. Give me that
You want
that's a
Jordan Jennings?
clear wide receiver too, and is not going to ask for all of that money. And then we're going to be in the same boat talking about, damn, look how much we just paid for these two wide receivers and blah, blah, blah. Because the scary Terry thing for me, right, that's a move. This move right here is if we were Super Bowl bound next year and we were needing.
I was literally about to say that, Johnny, and I don't want to cut you off. I was about to say, I like the idea of this trade, but I agree with Johnny Boy a bit because it's not like we're one or two players away. We're resetting, if you will. And I'm not trying to be like, I'm trying to bring a sense of realism. Like, I get what Dan's saying. Like, Brees Hall, yes, he's on the final year of his contract. He hasn't been overly great. And you could replace him with Eckler, and you'll get somewhat a return to your investment. But the Jets are just not two players away at this point. I mean, yes. Go ahead, Dan.
Can I interject? I do apologize, and I hear this narrative every year. This isn't our year. If we were a player away, I get it. We would pull the trigger on this. Let's look, and I don't want to hear this other thing. Oh, that's an anomaly. No, it's not. Look at the Washington Commanders last year. With a rookie quarterback, the chemistry was perfect. That's what you want, right? This is a collaborative team effort. Defense, special teams, offense. You want everything clicking. And if it does, the season can be memorable. Again, look at the Tennessee Titans when Steve McNair going to just making that run. You have something going on here, something good with McLaurin. That is your one, and you don't have a 1A. You have your wide receiver one on one side and wide receiver one on the other side. Now you have Eckler, who's a dog, who's crazy good. You have your offensive line. They're stout. They're young. They're going to be all cohesive together. That chemistry. The defense. We're overlooking how good this defense is.
How much is
Why
McLaurin
not?
making?
Can I just butt in here for a sec?
Yeah.
The biggest problem, if Terry McLaurin comes here and wears number 10, then what's Alan Lazard gonna wear?
I forgot he was.
We sent him to Washington.
I forgot he was a part of the team. I seriously did for like
No,
5
but-
seconds.
But in all seriousness, though, Dan, I see your point, and I partially agree. But at what point are we gonna let Garrett be the one? Like, didn't we just get by? Didn't we just get over sharing? Garrett and Devontae.
Exactly.
This is Garrett's team. We just paid him to be the wide receiver one. Now, like if Terry McLaurin comes to the Jets, I'm going to be hyped. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but
Of
we're
course.
not going all in. Like I'm so sick of, for 2 years, 2.5 years, I've been saying going all in, going all in. We're not doing that at this point. We'd be lucky to make the playoffs. Like it's a nice goal to have, but let's be serious. And see, I like Jawan Jennings. He's somebody I would probably look more towards because really it's Garrett Wilson and then nothing. If Garrett Wilson, God forbid, knock on wood, goes down, then we're pretty screwed. It's Josh Reynolds, and it's pretty ugly. Jawan Jennings is a solid number 2. But with that being said, you also don't want to trade, for another Hassan Reddick. Jawan Jennings wants a trade because he wants a contract. Are the Jets really going to hand out another wide receiver contract? I don't know. I'm not
paying $25 million.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to give that to Jawan Jennings? I really don't. But I also don't want like a number 1 on the team. It'd be good to have, but at some point, like I want this to be Garrett's team, and right now that's what it is.
I'm gonna be respectfully disagreeing with this because you want a standout team with, again, I'm gonna kill this word, with chemistry. If you have 2 number 1s, it's Garrett's team irregardless. It's 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8, double covered Garrett. And McLaurin is on one-on-one. I'd rather have those options than double team Garrett, Allen Lazard, or Reynolds wrap in the slot, whatever the case is, throwing the ball, and we kind of know that they're not going to catch onto it or they can't have that separation. If there's a chance to upgrade the wide receiver 2 or even to make it 1, why not? I understand what you're saying, Liam. I get it. Like, give him the spotlight. He's earned the spotlight, or they would have not given him that contract. That's him. You know what I mean? Like,
how much money does? 1 second, Armand. What is Terry's contract? Does anybody know that?
25 a year.
25 a year,
and he's 30 years old.
Beautiful. If he can garner us something of legitimacy, like with the Jets being contenders or whatnot. I get it. It's far-fetched being the Jets being contenders.
Yes.
But I keep bringing this to the table. You have these teams that turn it around. The Houston Texans.
The Lions.
The Lions.
Dan, why did they turn it around? I got 2
Because
reasons.
I'll
coach
have one.
And quarterback.
Head coach.
And
quarterback. Uh-huh.
Do we really have the quarterback? We don't know that.
Right.
They didn't either. They had no idea what they had.
Quarterback is better than a reach.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No. Well,
Yes,
look at
it is.
Jared Goff. No, we don't know.
Oh, look at Jared Goff. His career blossomed after getting away from the Rams. He went to
Exactly.
another
It
NFC
blossomed.
title game.
Why can't it blossom for Justin Fields? Why can't it? Like,
don't know
why
yet.
are we diminishing this? Like, oh, yeah, freaking Justin
We don't
Fields.
know yet.
Jared
We don't
Goff had
know.
more productive seasons with the Rams than Justin Fields has had with his time with the Bears and Steelers.
Okay. So that's the progression, right? Look at Sam Darnold. Same thing. He was the same trajectory, journeyman quarterback. Now he's the franchise quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks.
He'll be
Because
gone
of
after
why?
the season from the Seahawks.
Because of why?
He's not
Be-
good.
Who's
I
not
tell
good?
you, I tell
Sam
you
is
why
not good.
those. I could tell you why.
Right. That's why Seattle's paying him buku bucks.
I could tell you
If
why
you
those.
look at his
why those
contract,
teams-
they could get out of it after one season, Dan. He's going to be one and done in Seattle.
Wow.
Luca, you've had your hand up for a while.
Hopefully we pick him up.
Yeah, I was going to bring in a couple of points. So first off, I do get the argument for bringing a guy like McLaurin in. As I said, I was not formally for it, but there's a couple of things I want to go over. First of all, you want to build a good team as much as possible around Justin Fields, as Dan and obviously the rest of us are hoping that he catches lightning in a bottle and he's actually something for us, first of all. So that's the hope. Also, when talking about Justin Fields, and I'm not trying to be negative, this is the realist point. Obviously, Armin says that we don't know what he is yet. Right now, he's a mixed bag. So is the coaching staff. We don't know what the coaching staff is. We don't know if they're good or bad. But here's the thing with Dan, what you also said in terms of we could do it in 1 year. Listen, the Texans did it. The Jaguars did it for 1 year. The Eagles turned around 1 year. But Lee even mentioned the point as well. Like, we went all in into, you don't want to overestimate yourself. You don't want to underestimate yourself. You have to bring some sort of realism, because we thought Aaron Rodgers would solve all the problems for the Jets. He actually never did. So right now you have to look at a sense with realism. Can this team overachieve? Like some people's expectations, absolutely. Can they make the playoffs? You know, maybe there's a chance in hell, but at this point, realistically evaluate, as I said originally about the Terry McLaurin trade, Austin Eckler trade, you're not one player away. That doesn't mean you can't add to the roster, though, because at the end of the day, you're looking to get the most out of Justin Fields. You got a really good O-line. Your receivers outside of Garrett Wilson are questionable. Your number 2 guy is Josh Reynolds at this point. And if you don't want to go trade for Juwan Jennings, go out and sign a guy like Amari Cooper.
Thank you. Thank
Can I
you.
butt
You
in?
got Amari
Can
Cooper
I-
still out there. You got Keenan Allen still out there.
I'm just gonna like snake in there. This guy here. If he is the coach that I think many of us think he is, again, we don't know yet, but if he's learned from big time head coaches, Campbell, Parcells, not that motherfucker, not that guy, not Brick.
It's a brick house.
In games where it's close, and we've seen it in the past already, where very close games, even against the Vikings last year, the Colts, where we're just inches away, and it's because of the coach, it's because of the offensive line, this and that. But if Aaron Glenn has that in him to be that kind of leader, that kind of disciplinarian, that'll be a big difference from us. What, a 7-9? I'm sorry, 8-9 season to a 9-8. You know, or even better, maybe contending for the AFC crown. Again, we don't know, but Afram, not for nothing, you've been around the block a while. What you see from Aaron Glenn, do you see a little bit of those young and up and coming head coaches where they have those traits?
Yeah, well, he's been around for a while. He's been coaching for a while, and he's had tutelage from Parcells, from Peyton. He's experienced. Right now, everything he said, he's sticking to. He's following through with everything he said. So we wait and see. I mean, he's got, like you said, the camp is there. Everyone's there. Even if they don't have a contract, they're there. So that's showing respect to the coach. They want to be part of this team. So until we see what happens on the field, he's doing those early training camps I saw, 8:30 starts. So he's getting these guys, you know, and they're going to be, from what I'm reading, they're not going to be soft practices. So which is good. You want some hard practices. So the other thing is the offensive coordinator. All right, that's the one we're really concerned about. But he appears to be smart. He's had background with some of these guys. Hey, look, Johnson never called a play until he was promoted to offensive coordinator. If you looked at his stats, was never offensive coordinator anywhere else. You know, he was just an assistant. And,
That's true.
And it worked out for him. You bring up the point of Daniels. Daniels also had a good offensive coordinator who was head coach. That helped quite
Kingsbury.
a bit. Yeah, and that helped quite a bit. And he had
former Jets quarterback.
Right. And he had players on that team. And I think the Redskins had a solidified defense prior to that. So
now we're canceled.
Yeah.
And
No, we're back on. We are back on.
What's up,
Dan
Johnny?
and Liam, right? And kind of to piggyback off of what Afram was saying, because you read my mind. Those teams, it took them a minute, right? Detroit, it took a while. How many number ones do they have on that team right now? They were building super young. And then they had Minnesota. It was Justin Jefferson for a while. And then it was Addison that they ended up drafting or whatever it was. Like, that's what I want us to do. That's where I want us to go. Like, next year, right, there's a lot of wide receivers that are going to be coming out that are going to be good. Why can't we get one of those and then have them grow like that and not have to worry about paying them for at least 4 years and continue to keep getting better and better and better every year. And having, like, for me, is seeing this offensive line stay together, continue to keep gelling, knowing each other, and then from there, like Afram, you were there when we had Lamont Burns.
Oh
and
yeah.
when Lamont was talking about, he said it. He was like, Aaron Glenn is gonna have these dudes super early in the morning. It's gonna be completely different, and it's
There'll be no picnic for them. I can tell you that.
and it's happening. So I hope that it continues, but it's still a giant unknown right now because we don't know what Tanner is going to be. Aaron Glenn is a first-time head coach. We don't know what Aaron Glenn's going to be. He's saying all the right things. Tanner's saying all the right things. We got a first-time special teams coordinator in Banjo as well. And then the only real vet that's a coordinator that's there is the wide receiving dude that's had experience with Jefferson and then Wilkes. So I say all this because I wanted to ask the whole panel this question. Since Sauce and Wilson, we went ahead and we, got them for the extensions. Which coordinator between Tanner and Wilkes has the most pressure on them? Is it Tanner and you have to show out with Garrett Wilson, or is it Wilkes now with Sauce, and Sauce takes the next step and is getting interceptions and completely blanketing the wide receiver one that he's not even a factor into the game. So I wanted to ask you guys, who do you guys think?
I'll take that one. I think it's Wilkes. I think Wilkes knows the kind of defense that we're capable of. We have studs on every tier. If you look at it, again, Quinnen on tier up with the defensive tackles of the line, Sherwood, linebackers, and then the aforementioned Sauce. I think there's so much talent on that side of the ball that Wilkes, to me, anything less than a top 3 defense at the end of the year is a failure on his end. That's just me. I know I'm setting the bar really high. And I always do. It is what it is. But Wilkes having all the attributes that he has as a defensive coordinator, and I really like him. I think he's going to be excellent. And I think if the defense is a top 10, top 11, top 12, whatever the case is, I think it's not good. It's got to be a top 3. Now, as far as offense, we don't know what it is. In my head, I'm thinking that's why I brought up Isaiah Davis.
I thought that was predicated at first.
No, he's not on the team anymore.
I know. Goodness. That's why I was like, huh.
I think it's going to be run heavy, very run heavy. And even with Justin Fields, again, our backup is a guy that is probably on IR already, in Tyrod. But he's going to be running the ball a lot, Justin Fields, that is. It's going to be a lot of the RPOs and whatnot. And I foresee seeing Justin Fields having 700 yards rushing. That's how much I see this. Isaiah Davis, same thing. It's going to be that kind of Rex style.
Braylon,
yes, him. And if we do keep Brees, he's going to be up there in yardage. And I don't know if we tag him. Let's say if he has 1,200 yards this year, 1,200, a hot commodity. I don't see the Jets letting a guy go at 1,200 yards, 1,300 yards, and that's just rushing. I don't even know. He's a dual threat.
Yep.
And if he puts up 700 yards in the air, receiving, shoot, you just can't let a guy like that go without getting something in return. And he might be a trade deadline type of casualty if we're not on the playoff hunt. That's just me. I do like Isaiah Davis.
I do want to answer that question too. And once again, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to go more pressures on the offense this year. I mean, yes, it is. It's really on the whole team, but the defense, yes, there's been a lot of money especially dedicated to that secondary, you know, with Sauce and Sherwood, you know, just to name a few, Brandon Stevens. But looking on the offensive side of the ball, it's been dead for so long. Even with Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams and Garrett Wilson, you know, we had Nathaniel Hackett, you know, that didn't know that Brees had hands. And if you guys
You know,
know,
he had hands either.
yeah, no, he still doesn't know. I think he's still at the facility at One Jets Drive making coffee. You know, just he has like a million coffees lined up, and nobody's just drinking them. He's just, you know, that Keurig's really getting his money's worth. But with that being said, Tanner Angstrom was the guy that drew up the plays and gave them to Ben Johnson. He's a lot more qualified than we think. And not only just Tanner Angstrom, but Justin Fields. This is his last chance at becoming a starter.
Exactly.
That's why, you know, there's a ton of pressure on this offense. And not only that, this offense is underperformed. How many times have we had a bottom 5, bottom 10 offense? You know, if we were ranked the 20th offense, we were celebrating like, oh, yeah, we got something. Justin Fields, this is his last chance, man. And this offense, it's got to be explosive. They just gave this money to Garrett Wilson. You know, we're talking about trading for Austin Eckler. We're talking about trading for Terry McLaurin. We're talking about bringing in, Jawan Jennings. This offense could be something. It's got to be creative, though. You know, it can't just be run, pass, punt.
Liam, I'm gonna have to say that I think I agree with Dan because I think it's Wilks, not for the sense of what he was talking about, right? But for me, it's more of the linebacking core now, right?
What's up, Jack?
CJ Mosley's not there no more. That dude was the quarterback of that defense.
Yep.
All right, and he did a lot of stuff that nobody talks about. Is that going to be a huge hit, right? So who's gonna be looking at that? I mean, dude, this defense went down last year. Quinnen Williams needs to completely step up this year. He needs to be the guy, right? And no ifs, no buts about it. Because if I'm being honest with you, I think they got players there that are going to remind us of JFM and what they could potentially be. Right, so to take off some pressure off of Quinnen, and it's going to see what Wilks is all the different types of stunts and stuff that he's going to have. Because if this is going to be a run-heavy team, as everybody is saying and whatnot, then that means that the defense has to continue to keep, having the games be very close. I think the offense is going to be very balanced. If I'm being honest with you, I think the first two quarters is going to be, run, and then you're going to see Fields open it up. He did it when he was in Ohio, man.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get talked about. It was like the last thing for him to run. So I want to see that, give that confidence back to this kid, because I think it was taken away from him because the dude was running for his life.
So that doesn't mean that there's – well, first off, I just want to thank E. Boogie and Jack Pisani. You guys do too much. Thank you guys so much. But see, like you just said, like Justin Fields has got to get his confidence back. So isn't there a lot of pressure on the offense? Now, granted, like I'm not trying to undersell the defense, but – and like top 3 would be awesome. But do they need to be top 3 to win? Could they escape with being a top 10 defense and win games? How about for once the offense steps up? How about for once the offense I get it. There was times last year where, Aaron Rodgers would score, late in the game, and then the opposing team, I think back to that Patriots game, not the one where we, embarrassed them, the other one, where they just marched down the field. How many times did we see it last year where they, like the last, series, they would, like the opposing team would just march down the field and,
Indianapolis.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, I don't think the defense needs to be top 10 or top 3. Like, what I'm not saying go past top 10. Like, obviously, Steve Wilks is an experienced guy. You want that. But if they're somewhere between 1 and 10, I think we'll be okay. Anywhere from like 1 to 12, I'd be happy with. And I think that's enough to win you a game. With the amount of talent on this team, losing CJ Mosley, having him retire hurts. But they went out and they paid Sherwood after the 49ers wanted them.
Mm-hmm.
Salah wanted him. Ulbrich wanted him for the Falcons. There was a market. and he chose to stay here. We re-signed him. We saw something special in him. Same thing with Quincy Williams. He's been around. CJ was coaching these guys up before he left. You know, we've all seen that little Star Wars meme that the Jets post every once in a while with them. I think there's a lot of pressure on this offense. This offense has got to produce this year, man.
Liam, I said Wilkes because he's the only vet coach there, man. Dude, like all of these guys are first-time coordinators, first-time head coach. You have Wilkes that was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he was a head coach at one point.
Yes.
Or maybe
He
was. Right?
Carolina.
So, like, I could see Aaron Glenn coming up to him and being like, you know, we won't know about it, but be like, hey, I've been put in this position. You know, when you were a head coach, how did that go? That's added pressure to me in regards to that. I mean, I do agree too with the offense. It needs to save us in games at times. Like it needs to, but dude, if I'm being honest with you, bro, I really think it's gonna go down to at times to Justin Fields getting us a good drive, and then we having a good kicker that could get it through the uprights for us, and we win. Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to tie this together, especially with E Boogie's question here. You know, he brings up a good question here. Like AVT for a big fatty defensive tackle, I would have to say no. The reason being is because I want continuity on that offensive line.
Yeah.
If we want to see Justin Fields succeed in the NFL and to see if he's elevated and if he's evolved since the Chicago Bears days, and starting 4-2 last year with the Steelers, and a lot of people are going to be like, you know, that's pretty messed up what Tomlin did. I got to be honest, and I've said this before, I think that was a life lesson that Tomlin, not a lot of head coaches can do that. Not a lot of head coaches at 4-2 pull someone who's on a hot streak, has the team rallying behind him, and just benches them in favor for Russell Wilson. I think it was something where he kind of brought him back down to earth. I see a very humble Justin Fields, a guy that has that fire, but it's confined and it's in there. And he doesn't want to showcase too much. He wants to demonstrate that what he has in store for us and for the entire NFL, it's going to be on display week 1 against that god-awful team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the drug-addict quarterback. Just saying. Anybody want a number 8 jersey?
I mean, Dan, like, I'm on the same boat with you, bro. Like, make AVT a Jet for life. We tend to forget that the Jets asked this kid, right, to be the janitor.
Mm-hmm.
They asked this kid to work in the concession stands, then play left tackle, play right tackle, quarterback, kicker.
Yes.
I mean, just literally anything that they were asking, he was doing it,
Right.
and not complaining about it and doing what he needed to do as a team player. And why not reward that dude? If I'm a player and I see that this organization like does that to a guy that busted his ass, injured himself, because again, I go back to what Lamont says, that transition of him moving on over from guard to tackle, it is very difficult to do. Very difficult to do. It's not that simple as people tend to say within itself. So like, why not? You know, I think it's going to be a choice on AVT if he wants to stay, because he's a West Coast kid,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, I mean, is there a West Coast team out there that would want to pick up a caliber of a player like that potentially?
Raiders.
You know, that's what I'm saying. So like, I think once it all happens, it's gonna be in AVT's court. Like, he's the one that's going to truly, really make the decision. Because I think the Jets will be like, "Nah, dude, like, we want you to be a Jet for life." And
This
why
is his
not
last
stay?
season,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's
he
his
gotta
last
stay
season, right?
That
gotta
was going to be
stay
my
healthy.
question is after Sauce and Garrett, who's next? Because you got a bunch of guys coming up for extensions. Quincy possibly, AVT we just talked about,
Simpson.
Simpson, Titman, Brees, like those are 5 names possibly there. You're not keeping all of them. And look, 3 of the 5 that I wrote down are on the offensive line.
I mean, I think it's going to be both Simpson and AVT.
What about Josh Myers?
I think Quincy's gone, man. If I'm being honest with all you guys, like, I love Quincy and all that. Don't get me wrong, but he was supposed to be the Sherwood.
Right.
He was supposed to be the leader in the locker room. He was supposed to take over the mantle of CJ Mosley. I mean, they were building him up for that. And guess what? The other kid that was a safety converted to a linebacker was the guy that took it over. So I don't know, man. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of players that we're going to see that are going to be gone, and we're going to be like, yo, really? But I think the Jets already got them in place. I really feel like the Quincy replacement is there, and we'll see.
Who's replacing him?
Man, I got a feeling that they're going to work really well with that Francisco kid, man. Like,
I like Zaire Barnes. Zaire Barnes looked pretty good.
Something about that same size, bro. If you guys look it up, it's about the same size as Quincy. Speed, the whole 9 and everything. And dude, it's so. I mean, is it a possibility? Because I can't see us paying $15 million to 2 linebackers. I mean, the only other team I think that does that is Chi-Town, right? Other than that, I can't see it.
This inmate is still on the team?
Yes.
Wow.
Gonna have the second most sacks in the on the defense this year. And then everybody's gonna be like, man, Michael Clemens, that dude. I'm just kidding.
Would you play Quincy 11 mil?
I mean, would he take it?
Oh man.
I think it's all about remember the NFL, it's all about what the guarantee is in the contract.
He's older.
Yep.
All right. He's 29. You get a 2-year contract with maybe a year if they can get out of it. Would you give him 11 mil? Considering the cap is going up anyway?
I mean, yeah. If he wants to take that, I think Quincy's gonna be like, you just pay this kid that's not even an all-pro, and I was that. What are we even talking about? The money's not making any sense to me. So that's a tough one, man. I mean, if it was me, I would want longevity, right? I want 2 years. Now give me more, right?
Who's going to give him that?
I don't know. I mean, you're right.
There'll be a team because you remember the NFL, you got to spend like 90% of your cap space.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there's going to be a team that's going to give him, just to stretch it out to make it look decent. Because we've seen guys get 4 or 5 year deals and they're cut after 2.
Right.
So
I mean, I could see Atlanta. I could see San Fran.
do you know who this guy is, fellas?
Yeah,
he's a veteran. Brian
Coward.
Wait.
Sam Coward's son.
You knew that?
Yeah, Dan. We've
Really?
we
Been around the block. You said it already. I've been
Holy
around the block plenty of
shoot.
times.
Here I am looking this up, and that is hysterical. Look at me. Look at this.
Dude, you got some maniacs of people on this panel, bro, that
Yeah. I had to go to that extreme. I'm like, yo, these guys don't know what I'm going to bring to the table. I had no idea that we had the guy's son. So we have everyone's son. Like everyone was popping boys. We're drafting them. We're signing them.
who's that
Jason
other player
Taylor's
that we
kid.
who's that other player that we just got from Washington that nobody's really talking about as well? And the dude is massive. You guys know, I can't think about his name right now, man. It's not ringing a bell.
Kimball,
but I believe
Rush.
he's on the DL as well on the defensive line.
Let's see. He's currently on the team.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
picked him up.
All right, let's see who sees him first. Here.
You
Yeah.
talking about Fidarian Mathis?
Is it Mathis? He was
He was the one we picked
Commanders
up at the end of
before,
the season last year.
Yeah.
The
They're
defensive
from
tackle.
Washington. Washington.
He was a former second round pick.
Yep. It's another one that like people are not really talking about. Look at him as well, dude. There's pieces here that we really are not. You know,
Who'd you say? Simone Biles? Mathis? Who'd you say?
What's up, Eagle Fang? Good to see you again, man.
Eagle Fang. Oh, that's my man right there. You said Matt. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah.
mhm.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Fidarian Eagles. 312. Wow, that's big. Yo,
Judge
six. You imagine this guy running after you in an alleyway?
That's what I'm saying,
Bro,
man.
he weighs
4.3
300
speed.
plus pounds. He's not catching me.
No, he's catching you.
Oh, he
And
could
then
catch
he's gonna
you.
eat you up.
Yeah, he's definitely catching us. Them dudes are like
Good thing I'm
refrigerators running so fast. Makes no sense.
Well, good
It
thing I'm a
doesn't make any
self-employed kid, like,
sense.
I don't go to alleyways, so that's good.
Let me ask you
He's gonna
guys something.
drag you to an alleyway.
Since
Yeah.
we're asking questions amongst each other,
Are we?
we're all saying that this is an unknown this year, right? With this
Mhm.
coaching staff. Are you more optimistically unknown or more concerned unknown?
All I
I-
know
I
is
wanna-
that this guy is 23 years old and he looks 45. He's a
The
kicker.
thicker kicker, baby.
Oh yeah.
I
He's
think
not
I
a
am-
carnivore.
I'm more optimistically unknown. I love how we're moving in silence, and I love how guys like I just said, right? That one dude that was there in Washington, when you see it and you're like, holy shit, like we have this guy. Yeah, there's a lot, man. The competition that's gonna be coming out of training camp,
I agree.
the guys at the end of it that make it, they're gonna be hungry, man. And I think I don't want to say playoffs, right? But I want to say we're gonna have a winning season with the potential of everything having to line up for us to maybe make it in as a wild card.
The clot.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to be here anymore. Let's just
Look at that face.
He doesn't
like,
want to play football anymore.
I mean, dude,
just
look at
went
all the
there.
stuff look at all the people he went through.
Yeah, he's been through the ringer too.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, look how many people went through him.
So, Luca, I want to ask you that same question. Like, what's your level of optimism? Are you you like just bring the season here? Like, are you feeling positive, negative? Like, what are your thoughts?
I hate to play middle, but after to me, it's interesting, right? Because we've seen so many seasons of failure. Like, I'm not totally negative, but I'm not positive either. I'm like, kind of just let it happen. Show me something. That's kind of my mindset. I'm not overly positive, no overly negative, but that's just my mindset. As actually, Eagle Fang brings up the Bucks home opener. I believe it is.
Yeah.
Truth story. I'm considering going down to Tampa Bay because I am moving in 2 weeks.
No,
You're
you
moving
going to
too?
Tampa Bay?
I'm not moving to Tampa Bay. I'm moving to Tennessee.
Wow.
Hey, what
A Titans
bro?
fan now?
No, I'll be 2 hours outside of Nashville though.
This is
I'm
big
Oh,
not-
you're an
news.
Elvis fan.
I'm going to be in
news.
I'm going to be in Chattanooga.
You or the
Nice.
whole family?
Ma
It's
Chattanooga.
me and Alex.
Hey, Luca, I got a place out in Sevierville, which is close to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg and all that.
There he is.
Let me see.
Got the
You leaving
eye.
Brooklyn?
What's that?
You're leaving Brooklyn?
Yes,
Oh man, they're gonna miss you.
I know.
I'm proud of him, Malcolm. I'm proud of him and his brother.
But
This is-
before you leave, let us know. We'll throw something for you. We'll take you out.
I'll try to figure a date. Obviously the next 2 weeks. I mean, with Armand, obviously down here, I'm going with him to the Met game on the 23rd. So Maybe if there's one of the days, Dan, I'll probably send you a DM to see when my
Yes.
available dates are. We could go out and
Let's
shit.
do it. I'm in. You're legal, right? You're legal.
I am 21, so
You
yes.
can drink.
It's fairly
Okay,
legal.
Good, because I
Hey,
don't drink anymore. I just,
I'll be. up
we
in-
switched. We switched.
I'll be at the August 1st Met game against San Fran. If y'all trying to link up, then as well, man.
August 1st is literally when we're driving the truck and the car down to Tennessee.
Just
Yeah,
park the
Eagle
truck
thing is
at
right.
Yeah.
up in
yeah.
City Field, and then go from after the game.
I guess it's not a short drive, my friend. It's 14 hours.
Wow.
That's not that bad.
That's
So what's
not.
a couple extra hours? You know?
Yeah,
You're young. What are you complaining about?
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Well, I'm just saying it's the first like long drive.
Just
Guys.
do some Red Bulls and Four Locals.
You're gonna
And
be
Gator-
fine,
and
man.
and Gatorades.
Especially when you go to Nashville. Oh my gosh, bro. Party city, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna be a dad.
If you get a chance, Luke, and you go to some Nashville Predators games.
Yeah.
That's true. If the Rangers are in town, yeah.
Yes, but don't wind up
be a
on
better
a
team than
to catch a predator though. Don't
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
don't wind up on that show.
That's Dan's experience with that.
Yes, especially my next question. If you guys can pronounce these three names in a row without flubbing, I want to see this. I want to see this. Go for it. Let's see.
I can't see it. It's so small.
Can't see.
I can see it.
Go for it.
Okay, so Derek and Nadi, Kene and Unwangwu,
That's
and
not,
Chukwuma Okorafor.
Yes, furniture started moving itself around in my house just now. Thanks.
Derek Nandi, Kenny Nwangu, and then Chewbacca Okafor.
I think you've got it.
You got it. You got it. With that, we bring on Vinny. Vinny,
hey,
welcome,
Hey.
sir. What's up?
A little late, but I'm here. I made it. How's everybody?
Oh
Hey,
man,
man.
we missed you, man. We
Good.
missed you.
Yeah, it's good.
Vinny, just say it, bro. MVP Justin Fields, baby.
No,
Yeah.
Vinny's the real one. You know, he'd hit us up every once in a while, making sure we were good while we were away. Appreciate it.
Right? He's like, you're not
Yeah, that's
dead, right,
super
Dan?
Yeah. I went on a short vacation myself, so it's back to talking Jets, right?
Back to business.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get something going. At least going to a Jet game. All of us have a nice big tailgate, and everybody in the chat.
Vinny,
Yeah,
if
by all
if-
means,
if
man.
that's the case, then Vinny's dad needs to go and cook up some of those Italian, you know.
I'm in.
Well, if he comes, he might not let Dan go until he has like one of everything. So he's never met my dad. So
That's
me and-
awesome.
me and
I'm
Italy
in.
Jet had the pleasure of
especially if
meeting
he
him.
starts talking to him about soccer, then he's like, you're not gonna, you're probably not gonna get into the game until the second quarter.
So Vinny,
Did you guys?
Go
My
ahead.
bad. I mean, did you guys see? I just because he brought it up, the Chelsea versus PSG, and Chelsea destroying them. I was not expecting that at all. Like,
They killed him.
it didn't even show up, man.
Oh, I actually loved it. Believe it or not, when I was younger, I did used to follow Chelsea when I used to watch English Premier League. But now as I got older, I only focus on the Italian league. But I like Chelsea. I always followed them.
So Vinny, so the Jets extended Sauce and Garrett. What are your thoughts on that, man?
I think Garrett is the best Jet we've ever drafted since Darrell Rivas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to finally see them pay their own homegrown talent. So I mean, other than that, besides him, who was the only other first rounder we paid? I think Quinnen.
Right.
Other than that, I mean, I'm just tired of this thing that we draft these guys and then after 3 years we just ship them out. You know, it's time to just start keeping our own. As far as Sauce goes, I mean, you know, we needed a CB1. I was more concerned about not losing out on Garrett, but I want to see this team build up their offense. Do I think Justin Fields is the answer? Definitely not, but I hope that he's going to be the mentor because reality is, regardless of how the season goes, Jets are drafting a quarterback first round next year. So, I mean, I obviously want to see the team do well, but I mean, let's say the scenario happens that we all want to see that, you know, the playoff drought comes to us. Say we're the 7th seed and we're one and done. If we're picking 20th or 21st, how are we getting our franchise quarterback next year? It's just not going to happen. I don't want us to get into that situation where we're paying Ryan Fitzpatrick all over again, because that would be a disaster.
We trade up, right? Don't we trade up?
Yeah, you
Like,
could
if
trade
something
up,
like that
but
happened-
do we have the ammunition? What are you trading to move up into the top 5?
Exactly. He's right. I mean,
That's
would-
my
it would-
concern.
Or what if Justin Fields figures it out?
that's the
Just-
hope.
3
We
years,
hope.
Liam. Like I said, I think he's the perfect quarterback for this situation right now as a placeholder. He is not the long-term answer. He's just not.
What if he is?
He's not, dude.
We-
Justin
we-
Fields is not holding
You
the
can't.
Lombardi
You really
Trophy for
can't
the New
say
York
that
Jets.
because he
Right.
hasn't had proper coaching. Let's be honest.
Well, this is true, but the way I see football nowadays, Afferman, you could disagree with me. I don't believe in paying defense anymore. I just don't. I don't care how many interceptions you got. I don't care how many sacks your pass rushers have. In this league, you need to score points. And unless you're in, like, if you want to compete with KC, the Chargers, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Buffalo, you need to score up to 30 points a game, or you're not winning.
Last time I saw it, the defense won the Super Bowl.
Ooh,
The defense won the Super. And how did those two defenses look in the conference championship games between the Commanders and who was it? Baltimore. Not too good. Not
Make a
too good.
difference. Defense won the Super Bowl. They got to the
Mhm.
Super Bowl. Defense won the Super Bowl.
But
if
you need
look
to
at
score points.
Defense wins the most of the time.
The bottom 3 teams that contribute their finances towards defense: the Eagles, the Rams, and the Chiefs. And what's the common denominator? They're constantly in the playoffs, and they pay their defenses the least. Problem with
The
this team is we don't
we
have
play our
any
defense the
playmakers.
most, boy. We play our defense the most.
Yeah, but I mean, aren't you guys tired of the Jets being known as like this defensive team? Even going back to the Parcells
I
days,
am.
I always get told,
I
their
wanna be
defense, their
fucking-
defense, their defense.
I-
The
I-
only 2 times in my life, and I just turned 39, that I remember the Jets having a nasty offense was the Fitzpatrick year and 98 with Vinny T. Other than that, I can't remember them having a decent offense.
It's when we had Quincy Carter, baby.
Oh, Johnny. Yeah,
Oh
for
my
for
God.
3 whole games. Hey, he went 2-1 though, right?
Yeah, exactly. They took him out before we knew what.
You remember
I
that
just wanna-
bomb to
I just wanna
Santana
be-
Moss?
I just want to be known as a team that wins. I couldn't care less how they
That's it.
do it.
So what are we supposed to hope
Baltimore
for though this
survived
year?
that. Pittsburgh survived being a defensive team.
Yeah, but what should we be
Pittsburgh
hoping
hasn't
for
won in
this
the
year? Like,
playoffs.
do we hope that they
3
get the
consecutive
wild card only to
title
be one and done, or are we hoping for the
No.
5-win season
You
so
just
we can
keep
get
going.
our
You just-
quarterback?
All you want to do is be in the game at the end, and anything could happen.
This is true. This
Yeah,
is
So
true.
Arizona
I
with
want to
this,
be
with the, what was
competitive.
Arizona and Pitt with against Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl? They had like the worst record, and they went all the way to the Super Bowl. Anything could happen, but you need to be in the game. You just got to win.
Let's
And
just
you
start
wanna-
with being competitive. Each and every week.
Yes.
Not
yes.
having the game being over in the third quarter. It's
Mhm.
Not only that, the season's over by Columbus Day weekend. That's another thing that's annoying.
the other
Indigenous
thing-
Peoples Day.
Yeah, I knew. Dan was-
You want to fight, Dan?
But see,
Unbelievable.
a lot of games we were in to the very end last year, and like the last drive, the defense gave up and we lost.
Exactly.
I want to close out games and win.
Right.
obviously.
That's it.
But so
And you want to be ahead. You don't want to be chasing.
Dude, I want to get into December where it matters. I got to be honest. And I hear your point, Vinny. I get it. Long term, I think when you look at the broader picture, yes, we do want our franchise quarterback. But at the same token, we want that culture change in the locker room, right? Like we want that winning mentality where if we do get to the draft at, let's say, 18 or 19, whatever the case is, and there's a quarterback that slips down to 12, maybe you could trade up. What are we trading? I have no idea. It's freaking July 17th of 2025. I have no idea who's going to be on the roster, who's having a breakout year this year. We don't even know what cards we might have in order to place that trade. But I think the biggest thing is to look at the Jets season, hopefully at the end of this whole thing, and say, shoot, you know what? We went 9-8 or whatever the case is, a winning record, and you see something special. And going into April's draft of 2026, say, all right, you know what? Maybe they might have their eyes on someone. Look at the Giants, for instance, right? As much as I hate them out of any team in all of sports, they shocked a lot of people with Jackson Dart trading back and getting him. I like Jackson Dart. You guys know that. I would have picked him instead of the guy that we got really high. That's me. I like quarterbacks. I really like Jackson Dart. And the Giants didn't think twice. Do I think it was a smart move that the Giants did that? I don't know, because Brian Dable could be a lame duck head coach, and now he gets fired, and Jackson Dart might become available probably in 2 years. I don't know. Again, you never know what the following year can bring. I just want the Jets, just like you said, Liam, to be competitive, but not only competitive, win the game, win these games. If the Jets are like neck and neck in 8 games, at least win 5 of those, and I'll be okay with it. Just me, not financial advice.
With Dart, man, like, if I'm being honest with you guys, and I
Always
think
be
Vinny,
honest.
Yeah,
I
please
think,
be
and
Not
I
too
think
honest.
I think Vinny's gonna like this one, because Vinny was saying that he wanted an offensive guy, coach, right? And if we would have got Dart, I could already see the lines like, oh my God, like the first time offensive coordinator Tanner with this young kid, what's he going to do with him? We have no idea. Aaron Glenn is a defensive coach, whatever, right? I mean, if I'm being honest with you, that dude Dart went to the perfect place
I agree.
for him to be able to potentially be something in the NFL, right? I mean, he's behind Russell, Jameis, and is able to learn from these guys. And then you got a really good mind in Dable, that could potentially do something with this kid. Like, I think when I saw what the Giants did and Afram, you're like this. That defense is stacked right now, man. Like, that line, it looks scary, dude. You know, so if
I
we
don't
would've
think
got a
I don't
quarterback
I don't
that
think
high,
Jackson Dart's ever going to dress this year, Johnny. That's what I think you're going to see him holding the clipboard all season long, unless something happens where a team has a devastating injury at quarterback and they could flip Jameis. I think Russell's the guy all year long, and they're just going to say, just sit, because the last thing you want to do is throw that kid out to the wolves with the New York media waiting.
Exactly.
That's the right thing to do.
And we've never had our history with drafting quarterbacks, right? I mean, what have they been like? That's why I like Justin Fields. Justin Fields has been through the ringer. Okay, he's been through Chicago, which is a big market, right? He went through all that hell. Then he goes to Pittsburgh, gets embarrassed because, from my understanding, that was an ownership move on benching him to put in Wilson because that's what they wanted. And the kid still acts like nothing happened to him, and he has a chip on his shoulder. You know, so again, it goes back to the whole conversation of, this is unknown to me, man. Like, it's such an unknown with the team right now, because something could happen for us. And dude, if we're at 9 wins and we're in the playoff hunt, and we need things to break for us, and maybe it doesn't happen, but shit, you guys are not going to tell me right now that you guys would not be hyped. Shit,
Yes.
if Braxton Berrios would have caught that thing,
Against
right?
the
and
Vikings.
we were all hyped about it.
What if
You know,
Matt
so
Milano
like,
didn't break Mike White's ribs?
exactly.
Right.
You know,
I mean, Glenn, his motto, right? If you look at him, it's not about grooming a young quarterback. Wherever he's been, it's always been these retread quarterbacks. With the Jets, it was Vinny T, right? Then he goes to New Orleans. It was Drew Brees, right? Coming off of a shoulder injury. Then he goes to Detroit, and it was Goff. These are all quarterbacks that have been given that next life and whatnot. And I think that was the plan all along. they were never going to bring back Aaron Rodgers. They weren't. I think when they sat down or whatever, they asked him a couple questions, and they got that feel. This guy's not. He's not all in. And just looking at how Aaron Rodgers did the whole Pittsburgh Steeler nonsense after the draft. I don't want that shit. None of us want that anymore. Yes, we liked the signing. It was fresh for us. We loved it. Shit, coming off of 3 years of Zach Wilson. We thought he was the answer because he looked awesome in our jet skier and a visor. But Aaron Rodgers, he wasn't the guy. Now bring in Justin Fields. And I think many Jet fans have the sentiment as Vinny. And you know what? Rightfully so. You're looking at Justin Fields and you don't want to hype it up. You don't want to be like, oh, maybe it's his. Nah, it's probably not going to work out. It's probably not going to work out. And I kind of like that. I like that low kind of expectation. And I think good things happen to the Jets when the expectations are fucking rock bottom. 2015, the last time the Jets were competitive and actually in that playoff hunt, nobody expected that season. Nobody. Ryan Fitzpatrick came in, lit it up, broke Vinny's freaking touchdown record, which still I did not like because it belongs to an Italian.
The life of a battered Jets fan, man, like that battered.
The difference is with Fields is he knows he's expected to be the guy week one under center. When we brought in Vinny in '98, they signed him to be a backup. If you remember history correctly, he was thrust into action week 3 because Glenn Foley got hurt.
Right.
Same thing with Fitz.
But he was a veteran. He was a starter prior to that.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
No,
that's all he was.
And Vinny
was
had
just
a cannon
veteran
for
backup.
An arm.
And what revived him? That
good coaching. Yes.
Charlie Weiss. All
Same
right.
thing with Vinny, though. I mean, he wasn't brought in to be Fitz. He wasn't brought in to be the starter.
Fuck Fitz. I hate that dude, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I can't stand
Why do
that
you
guy,
hate him?
man.
Why?
I can't.
Because he says, you know what? I know why. Because every chance he gets to jab the Jets, he'll do it. Because he has said nothing positive about it since we showed him the door.
Oh.
And
well,
what's
I
the
didn't
big
know
deal?
that.
Let him talk.
Even though we shut up and gave him the money after letting him hold out.
Exactly.
After that son of a bitch held us hostage that whole offseason and then laid an egg.
Exactly. And then he's always saying, right, yeah, I hold the records and like that. Like every time he says that, it's just a knife to the back, man, constantly. And I think about that Bills game.
Yep.
Like,
How many interceptions you threw against the Chiefs?
6.
Well, not for nothing.
What a
No, that
disaster.
game, I put more of the blame of that game on Bowles because he didn't have those guys prepared going into that game. Darrelle Revis said it himself on the fan with Joe and Evan. He said flat out when they were warming up for that whole week, he goes, there was no energy on the field, no enthusiasm, nothing. He went to Bowles. He said Rex is going to be getting those guys ready to kill us, and they just chuckled at him. Yeah. 3 interceptions.
Well, what do you
and the season's over.
What do you expect when you have Bubba Gump as head coach, man? I mean, like, do you want?
No, I'll never forget that piece of shit when we were losing to New
Wow,
England in
that's
Foxborough, 42-0, 4th and goal from the 1 yard line, and to avoid the shutout, he kicked the field goal. What does that say about the confidence you have in your offensive? He should have been fired on the field after the game was over. I wouldn't have let him back on the bus.
Well, we was in field goal range.
Yeah.
Why
Did
are
you guys see
we
the
bringing this vibe down with the past?
Yeah,
I
Vinny.
know.
Why are we
Because
doing this
after
all the time?
we're so scarred as
But-
fans
yeah,
with
but
this team.
No matter how many times you talk about it, it's not going to change.
True.
No, but you know what will change the narrative? Wins.
Hey, well, exactly. So let's talk about that.
I blame Dan because he got me back into that battered Jets syndrome that I deal with on a constant and bringing up all the stuff. But Afram, you're completely right, man. I mean, you've heard me multiple times. I'm excited for the season because it's 0-0 right now.
We got to show this schmuck Dan, really?
It's
We got
Dan.
to show him.
Dan.
How do you know it's Dan?
Look at it.
Good job, William, you jerk.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that
Liam.
was
You jerk.
who's in charge of these like images when you guys do the show? Is it Dan or is it Liam?
Dan,
It's
it's
a
all
mystery.
Dan. It's
You
all
don't
Dan.
know. You don't know that, Afro.
It's all,
Right.
I
You
just
don't know.
expect it from Dan, whether it's you or him. I just expect it from Dan.
It's another day. I remember exactly where I was when they signed that guy because my phone exploded.
Me with the
I
beard.
blame
I
Evan
look-
Roberts for this
The worst.
because the week before he brought it up that they could hire Adam Gase on WFAN. He brought it up, and then a week later it can happen.
Well,
I feel
that,
like
that
kinda
was
look-
that wasn't a off the chart because he was the only coach left that was available for them at that year.
I wanted McCarthy.
Yeah, but
Everyone
he
else
wasn't.
job.
He wasn't their first choice. They wanted to hire Rule. The reason Rule turned it down is the ownership was trying to force their own coordinators around, and he was like, "Fuck
Yeah.
this! I don't want
Yeah.
this job."
So Johnny,
Well-
I have a question for you.
Which turned
Yeah.
out all right because Rule didn't do anything special in the NFL either. So
That's
How
right.
do I look
That's right.
older?
Huh?
what was that, Liam?
How do I look older?
Oh, I was
You?
just breaking your
It's
balls.
it's the darkness. You don't have enough light on the face. You look like you could
No,
lift your head all you
even
want.
darkness.
You look- take the
So
hat
are,
off. Take the-
are we
reverse
gonna
the
do
hat.
this? Are we gonna do the
I'm bald under.
That's the
Week-
man right there.
week one tailgate Jets Pittsburgh or what?
We could.
I
I'm
wish. Dude, look, I gotta say
Oh,
this about
God.
Kotite, okay? That dude was the freshest dressed
Yeah.
coach we ever had. Can you go back to those pictures,
yeah,
Dan?
the best.
He had that. He had everything but the
Oh,
wins. He
wait.
had the drip.
Hey, that drip game was on point, man. That's
Better than Pete Carroll?
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Watch, bring those pictures back up. Look at that, man.
What? He just assumes it's Stan. He doesn't think it's me.
Oh, my bad. Liam. Look at that. The way he has the hat and the whole nine, man.
The merch.
We're
Yeah.
talking about the same guy here,
Yeah, man.
Rich Kotite.
Yeah, bro. Yo, put that first picture with that
Alright.
whole ensemble he got right there.
I'm on it.
Look at that.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, that one.
If you guys walk into week one wearing that,
You're losing.
I have a Jets starter jacket.
we're losing. Who said
Yeah,
that?
I got one.
Definitely losing by 40.
I still wear it in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is lime green. I have it.
Mine is
God.
black and it has like our current logo. It smells like cigarettes for some reason too. Can't get that smell out, but
That's even better, man. That means
yeah, I
you were
feel
having
like
a fun
it's
time.
the time.
Definitely
Put it in the
Kotites.
laundry. Liam, put it in the laundry.
I
Or in
have.
a washing machine.
Well, it's dry cleaner only.
Afram called you
Is,
dirty.
is
put it in the
Kotite still
toilet.
alive?
Dirty
Yeah, no,
Liam.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Smoky bones.
I think he is.
He is alive. Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's
Wasn't he
alive.
married or was he married to Hess's daughter or something like that?
No.
Oh, that's why you got the job.
Or somehow he was tied into that. I don't know.
He was a coordinator for the Jets, I think, before he
Drip.
became the head coach of the Eagles.
Yeah.
Right, Afram?
Yeah.
This guy.
He had some success with the Eagles. That's the strange part.
Yeah, with
10
Randall
and 6
Cunningham, right?
Yeah.
and missed the playoffs.
Yes.
Dude,
That's
I had
best.
this card.
I'm old
I
enough
had
to
that
remember
card.
his press conference when when it was all over, and he goes, and I'm paraphrasing, like, "I wasn't fired, and I'm not quitting. I'm stepping down."
Right.
We left
Right.
it on the field.
Too many steps.
Hey,
Stepping
Hey,
down.
Vinny and Armand and Luca. I never got to hear you guys' answer. I think you two, Afram, like, in the sense of the coordinators, who do you guys think has the more pressure on them, Tanner or Wilkes?
Wilkes, you know what he is. He's a proven commodity defensively. But as far as Tanner goes, I'm not going to pass judgment on him until I know who the long-term answer is at quarterback, because ultimately it's going to fall on him to groom him. So, and I don't know who that quarterback is right now. So I can't say anything because I haven't seen it.
So then it's Wilkes for you.
Yeah.
Are you basing it on last year's defense?
No, I'm basing it off of the fact that we signed Garrett Wilson and Sauce,
Yeah.
right? So Tanner has Garrett. He has to figure out how to get your top wide receiver 1 the ball, and then you have Sauce as the top corner in the entire league, what are you going to really do with that? Like, how do you get the most out of these two players now?
Well, you got to figure the other team's defense, they're going to try to double team Garrett. Who's wide receiver 2? Is it Lazard or is it Corley?
That's Reynolds.
It's Reynolds, man.
Oh my
Arian,
god.
Arian Smith.
Arian.
Snap. Yes, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's really fast, just like Johnny Lamb Jones.
If he starts making catches, he gets that community. They'll call it the Aryan Nation, and then it'll be such
wow. You took that one, and you took the baton. You took the baton. You ripped it right out of my hand. You didn't even allow me to finish the run.
Yeah.
You were running to me. I was like, "What are you doing?" And you ran the other way with it.
This way
Well
you don't get dumped because it was a viewer came on.
That's true.
Yeah.
No.
Very true. Very true.
Here's my question. No, because I'm giving them both the equal pressure because I think we're basing it on the horrendous coaching that we had last year, discombobulated. No one knew what was going on. No one could stop the run because they were always out of position. Firing the head coach after the game 4 or 5, whatever it was, and this idiot doing both head coach and defensive coordinator. These guys were not even prepped.
No.
But
That fucking guy.
yeah.
That's who
Oh
Liam looks
yeah.
like.
How could we forget that statement?
This
He
is
looks
what
like
I
that guy.
How's your
And that
kid
guy
doing,
involved.
Jeff?
And that guy was
Jeff, your kid have any more players' phone numbers and calling them on social media?
Well, that was his son.
Yeah, imagine if his son did that if he was the head coach of the Jets.
Oh,
He
he would have gotten
needed-
killed.
Yeah, he needed to get his ass whooped. That kid needed to,
I
man.
really don't see
But-
how I look like him. I don't get it.
Hey,
Well,
Armand,
if you put a little
Armand
gray
Luca.
in the beard, you could pull it off.
I'm just breaking your balls, Liam, because it's fun right now. We haven't been able to do it in a while, so But Luca, Armin, man, same question to both of you guys. I really would love to hear your guys' opinion on that.
I gotta say, there's more talent on the defense. That's why I don't think there's a lot of pressure on them. I think that helps Wilkes. The fact that we only have Garrett and the 3 running backs, and we solid offensive line. I want to see what Angstrom could do with Justin Fields. If he could develop Fields a little bit, that helps us out a whole lot. Just don't be a run-heavy team, like running the ball to the ground. Like, you got to show some explosiveness. With Corley, if he's still on the team, Arian Smith, Josh Reynolds, the tight ends, Mason Taylor, show us something. That's why I'm putting more pressure on this offense.
Yeah. From now, every time I hear Arian Smith, he messed me up, bro, with that one.
Yeah.
Think of the Aryan Brotherhood now. Yeah, thanks.
I mean,
Yeah,
let's look
brother.
at it. If they were to sign an Amari Cooper or Keenan Allen, I can make the case that this offense is similar to the 09 offense.
and
Justin
Fields
that's the
and Mark
question I
Smith.
want to
Yeah, but
ask.
They still
Based on-
could.
Based on what you're seeing now, they haven't added anyone. Do you think they go in training camp with what they have now and into the season?
100%.
Because I get a feeling that Glenn wants to have everyone he wants on the team before training camp ready to go and run this system.
Yes.
So
I agree.
either they get somebody within this next week, or I really don't think they're going to add anyone unless there's an injury.
I agree with you, Afram.
Yeah, I think
Injury
so.
is going to make them add somebody.
Yo, Luca, you're
Yes.
brother. I know you've been really great on the side over there.
I'll
Yeah.
say I think I'm going to put more pressure on the offense.
Hmm.
Liam brought up a great point. How many times, like a couple minutes ago, with the defense
Thank you.
being average, you can still win games. You don't need them to be top 10. It's about what the offense does. And the Jets haven't, I don't think, had an offense since 2015 to average top 10. So you're obviously looking at Garrett Wilson to still be maximized with a good quarterback, hopefully, in Justin Fields and everything else with the moving parts. So it's up to this new offensive coordinator, who Liam mentioned, he drew up the plays for Ben Johnson. Let's see what this guy's reputation really is. There is going to be pressure on him if not to mold Justin Fields, to mold the next quarterback. So there's going to be continuous pressure, I'd say, on the offense, especially with the lack of wide receiver talent, behind him. How does Hengstrand maximize the lack of a wide receiver too? They're doing this by rotation. You have Lazard, you have Reynolds, you have Johnson, you have Corley. It's a rotation of guys behind Garrett Wilson. There's no set wide receiver too.
That's a good point.
Yep.
I just see, bro, like I know I think I might think that I'm fucking crazy, but I think our wide receiving room is gonna be good and we are going to shock a lot of people, man. Like I think it's going to be Tanner and doing. I was watching on Netflix the quarterback, and when they were showing and Jared Goff is breaking down the plays, and just the uniqueness that came from that, and the way they were getting the ball to their wide receivers, they're guys that we really didn't know. I mean, nobody knew who Armand St. Brown was, right? Until
That's
then.
true.
I mean, who are the other wide receivers that they have?
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, and they were a high-powered offense. So they had those running backs in the back. Hopefully that's what we have, what we hope we have. I think we do. Give me some screens. You got Brees that can make a person miss and could go off. Make that guy your best friend back there, and that dude is catching, and then it'll open it up more for your Garrett Wilson. Arian Smith, right? How are they going to really utilize this kid's? I know every single time now, man. Arian, right? You don't know what he is. You got Lazard. Lazard has a lot to prove, guys. He has a lot to prove.
This is where the coaches
Everybody
get to coach.
Everybody's crapping on him right now because they're like, you don't got Aaron Rodgers, you're a safety blanket anymore. And you're right, Liam. It's the coach, man. So like, maybe it's just me having green glasses on to the fullest, right? And I just
look at it this way: you won 7 games with the shittiest coaching staff in the entire world.
exactly.
Right.
You don't sugarcoat, right? Yeah.
Did we have the worst coaching staff ever?
Ever?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but last year,
yes. The worst coaching staff.
You're talking about
ever.
2019?
And we won 7 games.
We've won 7 games a lot.
I think with Jets fans that hesitate to be optimistic, people like me, it's just if you're gonna go with a rookie head coach again, like they are, I would have liked to see somebody on the opposite side of the ball that's not their strength, meaning the offensive coordinator, be somebody who's already been a head coach or been an offensive coordinator before. That's just my concern when you're going with somebody who's never called a play. My question to that person is, how much say did they have in the offensive room in Detroit when they were drawing up their scheme?
Well, he's the one that drew up the scheme and gave it to Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
So
Right.
As we're being told by Aaron Glenn, though, is that true? Like,
well, you don't know.
Yeah.
None of us know. I mean, you're gonna find out, week
Yeah,
one.
only time will tell.
I mean, could you imagine first game Pittsburgh and Justin Fields throws a 90-yard bomb to Garrett Wilson to start off the game, and we're like,
And then Garrett gets tackled at the 1-yard line, and they have to settle for 3.
Oh God!
Right,
In
right.
typical Jeff fashion, right?
Yeah.
That's,
Right
can I
away,
just
right
say?
back.
Then we could
That's
say
Right
they
back to the
shouldn't have-
negativity. Right
Just
back.
Then
ankle
we
break.
should-
That's
then we-
like,
then
can I
we
just
could
say?
say they should have used Arian Smith.
tush push,
Let me
baby.
just say that's the one game on the schedule I got circled. I want to beat the brakes off the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want Rodgers to look bad. I'm just tired of everybody one-upping us when we get rid of them.
Did you guys see Rodgers recently on Pat McAfee? Like, he is not motivated at all. Like, I don't really have a chip
He's
on my
married,
shoulder.
dude.
Yeah.
Did you hear him? Like, he does not
Done.
sound like somebody I would
He's
want. on
done.
my
He's
team.
married. He's done.
He's a piece of shit at the end of the day. Why are we still talking about him?
I'm only here for the love of the game. Like, I don't have.
Well, he did fit us, Vinny, because we're the Jets. We are a piece of shit. So
No, I get that. I get that. But, when you have your first meeting wearing a Pittsburgh Steeler has like, oh, I wanted to come here because it's nice for once to play for a first-class organization. Oh, yeah. I know. Then why'd you go to the Jets first, piece of shit?
Yeah.
first class organization. They haven't brought in any of his friends.
Exactly. Like that
All of his
dude.
friends are there. He loves Tomlin.
That dude is just like
He's not a nice person. Let's
he's
put it that way.
miserable, man. Like, and we were expecting him to be the guy to bring us. I mean, it just didn't
His head
happen,
is
man.
bigger than
Have
his-
you guys
his-
heard? Have you guys read some of the stories about what this guy was doing inside the Jets locker room? I read one. I mean, rumors are what they are. They're rumors, but I read one that he had to have his own private dressing room, that he wouldn't even dress with the rest of the team. That's how ugly it got.
So it was Brett
This
Favre
locker
to a
room?
lesser extent.
This locker room, Vinny.
Oh, this.
So it was like what, Brett Favre?
Basically, yeah. It's like saying, "Hey,
Damn.
I'm Aaron
Favre's a
Rodgers,
winner.
and you're the Jets."
True.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, but you know what? I remember that season with Favre. The Jets were actually good with Brett Favre.
Yeah,
He
they
ended
were.
up getting
8-4
hurt,
before he
unfortunately.
didn't tell
The
us
Jets
his
were
shoulder.
never. Yeah, and he beat the 10-0 Titans in Tennessee, and that's the only time in my life I remember the Jets had the best record in the NFL after that game.
They had a good core, man. They had a good coaching as well. There was discipline in the locker room. The culture was awesome.
And that's the thing that's unfortunate. People don't ever talk about Eric Mangini. Eric Mangini, he wasn't the best head coach. He was a hell of a talent evaluator, and nobody ever thinks about that. That 06 draft class with Brad Smith, Leon Washington, Mangle, Ferguson, he found all those guys.
Rex inherited a solid team.
He did.
Yeah, and the thing is, and Rex was that little extra oomph that they needed to put the team over the top. But as soon as that man had a say in the draft room, forget it. The whole roster went to shit.
It was all defense, right?
Well, he's the one. He's
Kyle
the one.
Wilson.
Well, Luca, he's the one that chirped up, "I want Quentin Copels," and then the following, "I want Kyle Wilson," the
I
legendary
was gonna
Kyle
say
Wilson.
Kyle
John
Wilson.
Connor. John Connor.
Oh God.
The Terminator.
I
Didn't he
remember when
won,
the Jets started 10-1, just so you know,
didn't
back
he
in
won,
the 80s. 10-1.
Didn't
That's
he
right.
want
Ken O'Brien.
when the Jets
No.
lost? What was it, Cotchery
Mhm.
and Edwards? Didn't he want Plaxico and Derek Mason?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes. 100%. You're right.
Hey, Dan and Liam and all of the panel. Let me ask you guys one thing. Vinny kind of talked about it. First game, right? It's the first game. Let's just go ahead and hypothetically say that the Jets end up losing that game.
Okay.
But the game we lose it is because of our kicker. And we went
Okay.
toe to toe with Pittsburgh. Now, I understand that people don't believe in moral victories or anything, but you got a first-time head coach going against a for sure Hall of Famer in Mike Tomlin. Is that something that we will build through the season itself? Would we be upset over it, or what you guys think in regards to that?
Of course, you'd be upset, and I'm sure like they would build off of it. But we've seen this kicker dilemma for years at this point.
Yeah. Didn't somebody just bring up in the panel how we want those close games to be actually put in the win column? I forget
Yes.
who it was.
That's
Liam.
just me.
I think we want to be playing meaningful
was
games
Harbaugh.
at Christmas time. I don't think that's asking for much. I don't expect the team to go to the playoffs, but if we could be in the graphic where it says in the hunt and it's like, Christmas week,
Yep.
I'll be happy.
Hell yeah.
Yes, but like
Better than in
meaningful
the
games
cunt.
are
doesn't mean
way
you lose out in
whether
December.
if
did
they're
well.
in the hunt or they're fighting for a top 5 pick.
Remember,
No, but
in 2020
wouldn't that feel great if it's like week 18 and
Someone's
there's
gonna be
one
driving and hear that.
You
and
know what I
crash
mean?
into
There's
a
that
wall with laughter.
crazy scenario that the Jets could, if they win, 3 other
Messed
teams
up.
lose and
Messed
2
up.
other teams tie. I would love that.
Vinny, I'm on the same boat with you, man. Like everything needs to fall in place for us
You're
to
welcome.
maybe make that
You're welcome.
wild card, right? And it doesn't happen. I would say it's a success of a season. and just continue to keep building for that. I hope, man, and I hope that this organization truly like continues and keeps doing what they're gonna do and build with the young core that they have, and not do what we've done in the past when we've gotten all these older players that are just looking to get paid one last time, and they come to us and it's a circus.
Well, look at the schedule, right? We got the Steelers week 1. I hope we win, and then we play another game at home 7 days later against the Bills. Easily 0-2 or 2-0, right?
Uh,
1-1.
Or 1-1.
1-1?
1-1. I'll go 1-1.
I love these what ifs.
That's-
What if we
What
win
ifs.
the first 10 games?
and lose the next.
Gotta
Oh.
love
We're
the
gonna
Palace
start
for the
off 0-2.
predetermined outcome.
Huh? What if we
Hey,
win the next first 10
we
games?
st-
we
what
start-
ifs? What ifs?
Listen, we
What if?
started 0-2 at 98. We ended up winning the division.
Wildcrats. Yes.
We started off 2-1
How many
last
games
year.
are we playing this year? What is it? 24?
17?
How many games are we?
There's a
Wait,
few
just-
seasons there.
Season.
Just wait till they add on that extra regular season game with the second bye week. It's coming.
I'm in. The more games, the better. I
Yeah.
can't stand that. Oh, they're too tired.
Oh, I could give a
they're
shit
just
about that. I
exhausted.
think eventually you're going to see the league go where the season ends President's Day weekend. That's what
I
the
want a
NFL
20
wants.
21 game season. That's what I want.
I wanted the whole year, and we have
Yes.
like two different.
But Johnny,
teams.
they do have it all year. Yeah, have you tuned in the UFL lately?
No,
Ugh.
I won't.
I want them to start playing in the Roman Coliseum. I want just let the Lions go, like real Lions, like out there.
You
Just
know
like
what?
the,
They should just play
Noah
every
Cohen,
day,
just like-
365 days. No
Yes.
practices, just you play every day.
Right.
I'm all about that.
Well,
But just
So,
imagine going
that's some
0
football news
imagine
here.
going 0-365 though.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
a big
That
what
would
if,
be the
like
Jets.
Afram was saying.
We would just give up.
so
You
the
just give
second round picks are
Just
flying
not our
off
year.
the board.
Maybe next year.
Actually, you know what? Let me ask you guys this one last question. I know I'm asking like crazy questions because
Yeah,
I haven't seen you guys in a while, man. So this has been awesome.
Love it.
If
Go
the
for it.
Jets were
If,
the
another if
team
one.
to move to London,
Yes.
and it's the London Jets,
They'd
you
be
guys
doing me
continue?
a favor.
do you guys continue to be New York Jet
No.
fans? Well, Jet fans?
Gone. I'm
No.
gone. I'm gone.
We would be the werewolves of London. That's what we
I posted a poll
Yes.
about this on Twitter, Johnny. Did you see it?
Yeah, and I think I was one of the ones that said nope. I would be done.
No. I said there's 3 teams in the AFC I would jump to. I would stay an AFC fan, but I got to go to a team that's never won big because if when they finally do win, when it's my team, I want to know what that feeling is like when you've never won. So
Oh, you know what that's you already know what that feels like.
what are you talking about?
Like
I
you-
wasn't alive in 1969.
Vinny,
That's what I said. You
He-
don't know. Yeah,
Oh.
like it feels like to have never won.
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
I-
So I would be either the Chargers, the Titans, or the Bengals.
So why
Yeah.
not?
You're never going to see a Super Bowl, Vinny.
Right.
Those
If
Like,
they were
I-
the London Jets,
Hold on. Let me ask you something. So if you're gonna like potentially switch teams, why?
I'm
does-
becoming a
why-
bandwagon Chiefs fan. I'm riding Mahomes till I die.
Yeah, like why does
You
go
break
to
his
another bad
back.
team? Oh jeez.
Well, no.
Because
If
we're
they no
battered people.
if the NFL promised us an expansion team
After
like they did with the Browns, I
like
would
it.
wait.
That was like a.
I would
coach
wait.
shot right there.
I can't see myself liking another team. There's just too much invested.
Yeah, I'd
Being a
probably-
Jet fan,
No,
you know,
but
you have
Dan,
so much.
Dan,
I'm gonna-
I
if
can't.
they
I'm
gave
gonna
us if they
force
gave
Dan
us
to
an
become a fan.
expansion
I'm
team
gonna
like
drive
they did
Dave
with the
out.
Browns, would
We're
you?
gonna
And
burn all his
no,
Jets
and the
merch.
Jets
Oh.
were born again, and the Jets were
yes,
born again.
yes. I'd be a Jet fan again. That
Okay.
yes,
That's what I
As long
mean.
as you have the name, that, and you could always
No, the
attribute
colors they give you the history. That's
the
what I'm saying.
trashy
I
history.
want. I
I'm
would.
good.
No,
If-
but I
if
would
they
love
play
for
in
them
Without
to
the
move.
history.
they play in London. We'd have the game over before noon. Would be great. You'd have the rest of the day for yourself.
Yeah, I could go get some overtime. That would be nice instead of watching
There
this
you
shitty team.
I can watch the highlights.
Yeah, you can.
By the time I wake up, the game's over.
I think
Yeah.
Afram is onto something.
That's-
Actually,
that's
that's a good idea.
No, do you think Woody Johnson is onto something now that he bought that soccer team over in England? Like it makes me wonder sometimes. It really does.
I'm good. I got to be
He
honest.
liked
maybe
it
I'm-
over there as an ambassador. He liked it very much over there.
Yeah, but they didn't like him very much over there.
I don't think he cares with that kind of
Well,
money. I don't think he cares.
there's a reason why the president didn't bring him back for his second administration.
Because he's
Yeah.
bringing the New York Jets to London.
That's
Wow.
why.
He didn't grease the palm enough.
Would he raise
Mind
ticket
the gap.
prices?
That's a
no one would show up.
He
there.
already
Nobody
Liam.
would
He
show
already
up.
did. He already did. Coming off of another losing season.
yeah. He did
What a
this.
dummy.
No, I know, but I'm saying if he were to like move to London, would he raise ticket prices again?
Yes.
To pounds,
Yeah, would he
raise pounds,
He'd have to get approval by the NFL first.
kilograms.
When is the lease up on MetLife? Isn't it like this coming year?
2026.
Who's
yeah.
the prime minister over there?
think so.
Blair.
This year.
Blair.
No,
I wish
he's
they
been
would find.
gone.
I wish they would find a way to build that stadium next to City Field.
Churchill?
I really do.
That ain't
Why
gonna
don't we
happen.
Go to City Field.
I wish, Vinny.
Yeah, you
If
don't
he
even
didn't
need to do a. You don't even need to do a big stadium for the Jets. 60,000
You know,
would be plenty.
Not for nothing. I'm sorry, but if they're out of the playoff hunt with like maybe 9 games left, the hell with grass. Make it concrete. Make it worth watching.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
like
Like
real
floors.
life NFL blitz.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, they'll do it on blacktop.
Pavers, pavers, Italian pavers, like nice stone. You know what I mean? With some
But-
weeds growing out of it. There you go, grass.
They'll get
Yeah,
some
you
like
you
stores on
should have
the
came to
side.
Arthur Ave this week. It was fun.
You should have told me, man. Should have told me. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up here. I want to thank everyone that tuned in on the panel here. We missed all of you guys, and we know we've been just on vacation, just enjoying life and whatnot. I mean, there wasn't a lot to talk about, but we're
Yeah,
back.
I
So
enjoyed my Thursdays. Like I was gonna go
Thursday's
get ice
back.
cream tonight, and then I was like, oh wait, I got the show tonight.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
We're on tomorrow, Johnny.
Yes, sir. I'm on.
Right.
Wide,
Consistency.
Yeah.
wide.
Yeah,
Johnny,
we
what
got
are you
we
talking
got
about for
Dylan T gonna be on there and do that, and I think tune in, guys. Jets Worldwide, all one word.
Wide, wide.
6:30 though, because we have Snowball. He's up in Italy right now.
Oh, that's right.
Whoa, nice.
He's
Good
still
for you.
there.
When is it?
Tomorrow at 6:30. It's normally on Fridays at 7:30 at night. We do like a little open panel, stuff like that, but we really, stick with the topics when it comes to the Jets, and we always have somebody on. So you guys are more than welcome. It's a good time, we're gonna talk a little bit about what are the expectations of training camp coming. We want to talk about the groups. We're gonna ask Dylan in regards to, who has more pressure on them, Taylor or Ruck, right? Who's gonna take that tight end one spot? Who is it to lose?
Dan's taking notes for next week's show.
Taking a whole bunch of notes here.
Andrew Beck.
One last question. Prediction: when does Mason Taylor sign?
Tomorrow.
Saturday.
tomorrow. I
This
think
weekend.
tomorrow.
This
I think
weekend.
tomorrow.
Week 3.
I'll say Sunday.
Weekend.
Week.
Week 3.
Dan, remember a couple weeks ago when we trolled everyone?
Which week 3? Preseason week 3 or regular season week 3?
There's no week 3 in preseason anymore, right?
Yes,
There's
there is.
3 games.
There's
There
3
is?
games.
I've been
Oh
out of
my
touch.
God.
Unbelievable.
Man,
Listen,
Dan was-
I want to give a big shout out to Jay Pisani, E-Boogie, and dude, Vinny with the freaking super chat. We blown away. Guys, thank you for that, without a doubt. Thank you, man.
Thanks, Vinny.
Freaking A, dude.
we just
Absolutely.
need to change that hat that he has on until this one.
What you got? What you got there?
Oh, here we go again.
I wanted.
Listen, I'm
What
used to
are we gonna
rooting for
order for
losers,
these?
okay? I root for losers.
You know what?
Can't
Maybe if I
change.
put a further afterburners hat once in a while, that'd be nice.
I still do. I have it.
I got it somewhere.
Graduate Luca and his brother Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luca. Dude, we're
You
gonna
guys
miss you,
go to
man.
School there? Or are you going to go work over there?
Well, my brother he got hired as a news reporter for WTBC Chattanooga. So
Awesome.
I'm hoping to
Wow.
be either producer or in line for an internship as a producer.
Freaking A, Luca.
Nice.
Good for you
They
guys.
had their last live stream last Saturday.
Good for you guys.
Yeah,
Congrats.
congratulations, dude. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great, dude.
Don't forget
Well
about
done.
Let me just say for the record, if you guys do have a tailgate, I'll try to make it up to week 1.
Oh,
Do you
heck
hear
yeah,
that, Dan?
man.
Now we have to make
We
it
gotta
happen.
We're
do it.
gonna hold you
We
to
gotta do
that. The Godfather's gonna hold you to that, Luca.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, listen. Here's the thing. My best friend's a Steelers fan. He's like, "Oh, the Jets always beat the Steelers. It's one of those games." I'm like, "Okay," because he trolled me all these months. Oh, you guys had Rodgers in this. I'm like, who's laughing now? And he doesn't want Rodgers on his team. He has to root for him. He doesn't have a choice now. So
Does the news station have a website
well,
if they do,
So
send
can
it
we
to me.
watch? Can we watch Alex like on our website or maybe on an app or something?
I'm not sure if they have an app, but it's called WTVC Chattanooga. You'll find it.
Maybe they have a YouTube page.
Hey, next time we see Luca, he's gonna be line dancing.
Yo, man.
Luca, you got to go to the Wild Beaver and ride the mechanical bull.
Yeah, man.
Whoa. They used to call me.
Yeah, they still
Oh
do.
my god.
Are they still do, Dan? What are you talking about?
Now he's
Oh
big
my
loose.
God. Yeah, now it's stiff ball.
Hey, Luca,
Anyway.
when you
They call 'em
driving,
mechanical nuts.
stop by Bucky, bro.
Oh,
Perfect.
listen, I'll tell you this about Buc-ee's. There's no Buc-ee's in my area. I've been
What?
to Buc-ee's in it was like some part of Alabama. Loved Buc-ee's. I even got my own necklace. I think it was like beads from Buc-ee's. It was
You
like
got to use
phenomenal.
the bathroom. Their bathrooms are like incredible.
It's a game changer.
No, I'm
Look,
telling
Dan's
you.
writing. You must go to Bucky's.
Let's go
Buc-ee's is phenomenal.
now.
No, yeah, you do have to go to Buc-ee's. Everyone's got to experience it. It's
Love
awesome.
it.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Very
All
cool, man. Listen, whenever we're on, dude, hop on. You're
Absolutely.
always welcome, Luca. All right.
WCTV
And I'm really glad that we were
Chattanooga.
able to do this today.
WTVC.
TVC. I'm gonna look it up.
Are we hopping on the Wild Beaver?
No.
What's that about?
I don't know.
That's the mechanical bull.
The
Good luck
mechanical
catching that
beaver.
one.
It's a bar in Nashville.
Oh, it's a bar. I thought you said I thought you said riding the bull.
No, there's a mechanical bull and karaoke there.
Oh, okay. Obviously, you know what's interesting? My cousin is actually having his bachelor party in 2 months or so in Nashville, so I'll be down there for that. But even then, I'll probably even be in Nashville beforehand.
Just don't go by the Predator Stadium. Don't go. What is it?
They got a website
They do.
and they broadcast live on the
Stay away
corner.
from Bridgestone Arena.
Okay.
Avram, send me the link to the website, please.
Make sure it's the right link, Afram.
Right.
Hey, Dan and Liam,
That's
I think we should probably go another 2 hours, man. Like,
Dude, I'm out, man. I gotta get out. I gotta wake up in 4 hours.
Me too.
Yo, have a good night, everybody. Go
We should
Jets.
take a road trip to Tennessee to visit Luca and Alex.
I'm
let's
in.
do it.
Let's
I'm
do it.
with it.
You're driving.
Quarterback, Ken O'Brien of California Davis.
Just 14 that first time, now going long. They got a wide open man, and he makes the catch. It's Braylon Edwards taking off. Braylon Edwards will take it home for the touchdown. 80.
First down in San Diego territory at the 47-yard line. Big draw. And Pennington going for 6. Deep down the field, and it's caught by